Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome back to another episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. We're back down at the house today working on subfloor. Yesterday, as you remember, we had to do a bunch of structural repairs to the bathroom floor where they'd had a jetted tub in there before and had hacked away floor joists and kind of poorly supported some things. We ended up having to tear a bunch of that junk out just to get a piece of plywood in that we can begin to put our additional subfloor on top of. So it was kind of a mess yesterday, lots of prying and beating and hammering and everything, but finally we got all that junk out of the way, got a new floor joist in, put an additional piece of plywood in there, a bunch of blocking to support the original floor and the new piece of plywood. So it really looks good, it's nice and solid now. And today we're going to be able to go in and start putting down the second layer of plywood. That'll be our underlayment for the hardwood floors that are going to go throughout the upstairs. So let's take a look at the bathroom where we're starting out again today, and I'll give you an idea what we're going to get into. Okay, so this is Grant's bedroom, bedroom number 3, as it is referred to on the plans. This is his closet over here. Originally, there was a double closet on this side of the room. You can still kind of see a faint outline of where it was, but originally there was a double closet and you kind of walked into it right as you were walking in the door. The corner of the closet was right here. You kind of crashed into it. So what we ended up doing was tearing those out and then building a closet over here and then put in an ensuite bathroom. So he's going to have a 3-piece bath here. There'll be a toilet in this corner, and then over here a tub shower, and then over here have a vanity and sink. Now there's a wall that goes from right here over to right about here, but we had to take that out yesterday to make the repairs to the flooring. You can see where we got that piece of plywood glued and screwed in place. There had been a bunch of hodgepodge of framing and junk in there that was really not structurally sound. So we had to tear all that out to make way for the new flooring. So now that we got this in here, I'm going to start laying some plywood, starting over here in the corner of what's going to be the master closet, and then working our way over into Grant's bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and get all the plywood laid in here, and then move on to the next bathroom. So let's get started and see what we can get accomplished. So nothing with this subfloor project has been really easy. Just discovered that this piece of wood that used to be at the corner of the old master shower is rotten and falling apart. And that's the sill plate on the outside wall of the house. There's the window. It'll be in the master closet, so can't leave that. Again, getting ready to put plywood sheeting down on top of the old diagonal board sheeting, and discover that this is all punky. I just bumped into it with the vacuum cleaner as I was shop vacuuming all the dust and stuff up, and found out that it was basically just falling apart. So now cutting it apart with the Sawzall and going to replace this. Alright, so I got the old 2x4 cut out. The uprights are really in pretty good shape. Right there on the corner, you can see that one's a little bit discolored. It was just starting to rot just a little bit on the corner, but the rest of it's okay. I may go ahead and put a new piece in from down on the sill plate up to the bottom framing on the window there, just to give it a little additional support, given that that one's just a little bit punky. But the rest of that is good, so I went ahead and got all the bad stuff cut out there. I'll go ahead and cut a 2x4 to replace that, and then put another piece on the side of this upright, and then hopefully that'll be it. We'll be ready to put down some flooring. Alright, so we're getting ready to put down the first sheet of 3/4 inch plywood in the bathroom here. Got all the screws in, all the nails knocked down flush, loose board screwed down some more. Thing looks good, and we're going to mark the floor joists, put some nice 3-inch screws through all those. That'll give us plenty of staying power, that and a good layer of construction adhesive. And then through the field we use some 1 3/4 screws down into the subfloor with our screw gun. That'll make it go a little faster. Dad's getting ready to weave that piece of flooring through the shower wall there, and we'll get it into place over here and get her screwed down. All right, Dad, so ready for another piece?
Amen.
All right. So we got our first piece in, got it all glued and screwed. Some people would say I use too many screws, but I say the heck with those people. It's always better to use too many than not enough, right? So our next piece is going here. Got it all cut and fit. And we're going to put the glue to it and get her screwed down.
Yep.
Keep whittling away at this job. All right, so we're getting ready to put our next piece in here. We had to do some more patching in the subfloor, of course. The previous renovations done back in the, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s, they had redone the bathroom here, and when they did that, they cut through a couple of floor joists, and then they just kind of boxed it in with some 2x6, 2x4, and called it good. Well, our guys have come in, and as you can see through this hole where the toilet flange used to be, they put some new 2x10s across there and kind of sistered all that together and put that back together. Well, unfortunately, that caused this area right here to heave up. There was a board here that had a knot hole and a hole in it from a plumbing stack, and it kind of hove up and was going to keep our plywood from being flush to the floor. So we had to cut that out and then shave a little bit of the floor joist and then put some pieces of the old diagonal flooring back in. Now we got it pretty smooth and level and should be good for our plywood to go, I think. Think it'll work, Dad?
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Better than what was there.
Definitely better than what was there. All right, we're going to get our plywood cut and get her down. Well, that just about wraps up this evening. Got that last piece glued and screwed down. My dad just took off. Starting to get dark, so just cleaning up here, wrapping up for the evening. Let's do a quick little recap here so you can see exactly what we got done. You can see we got this piece in over here where the toilet's going to sit. We got this piece in. It goes under the tub. And we got this piece in. This is over into our closet now. And then we just finished getting this piece in. So I've got to do the rest of the closet. Shouldn't be too bad, not a lot of tricky cuts. Looks like I do have one little piece of subfloor over there I'm going to have to patch. But other than that, it doesn't look too bad. I do have one more piece to put in over here right next to the chimney. And as soon as we get that in, then we'll be able to slide the partition wall back into place again and get this bathroom put back together. So not bad. Really looks good. It feels good. Walking across it, everything feels even, feels tight, and feels very solid. So very pleased with the way it turned out. So that'll do it for this episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate your time and attention this weekend. Didn't get as much done as I was expecting to. I was really hoping to be able to get all of the subfloor down in the bathroom and the master closet. And I was hoping to be able to get some down in one of the ensuite bathrooms at the other end of the house. But unfortunately, we ran into all sorts of issues with framing. There were multiple places that had to be cut out or reinforced or patched or, just one thing after another. And so you'd get one piece down and then you'd have to stop and redo something else. And so it really made for a tough weekend. Doesn't feel like we made a whole lot of progress, based on the amount of sheets of plywood that we put down, but given all the work that we got done, I do feel it was a successful weekend and real happy with the way it's working out. I think this is going to be a great way to make the base layer for our hardwood floors upstairs nice and solid, and it's going to tighten up the whole floor structure up here, get rid of all the squeaks, rattles, and really make for a really good floor on the second floor. So again, thanks for hanging out. Be sure to hit that subscription button so you don't miss a single episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. Also, if you got any questions, feel free to leave those below, comments about what we're doing. And if you would, please give us a like. As always, be sure to share the channel with your friends and family. We do appreciate all of our loyal viewers, our subscribers, and looking forward to having a lot more of you as time goes on. Lots more of this project to come. Be sure to keep tuning in for all the latest updates. See you again real soon. Thanks.